Let's go on. As you guys are entering, you're automatically gonna be muted, by default for by Zoom. So click on it.
What's happening, everybody?
Doing all right. How you doing?
Not too bad. What's WordPress game night?
Well, basically, WordPress game night. Basically, back at WordCamp Kent, this past June. Wow, it's been that long. Basically, there's a game show that's was started by David Bissett from WordCamp Miami called WP Game Show, where he plays Jack in the Box games like Quiplash. I can't remember what the other ones are. Where basically we give volunteers whoever wants to play, or basically can be participators, watch. It's up to you. And we play basically some Jackbox games and just sort of have fun, and so it's all on the trivia side, kind of thing. We thought we'd try this and instead of like our normal meetups, just to sort of change it up. Since we're all online now and everything. So yeah, if you're ever interested in seeing past game shows, WP Game Show is on YouTube. David Bissett has done it at several different work camps, not just Miami. Like I say, he did Kent this year, Santa Clarita. He's done several different ones. Normally it's WordPress centered questions, sort of funny kind of quips and stuff. Tonight's questions were basically been created by Megan Rose, who's our co-host, which you should be getting on in a little bit. Which are basically WordPress or Cleveland centric. So basically, like I said, because basically our meetup online has been getting people from just about everywhere. We've had some people from California, Florida. So we want to give sort of the home team a little bit of advantage by having some of the Cleveland questions.
Cool.
All right.
Don't mind me. I'm just working from my barn today.
I'm working from the International Space Station.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Just realized. Oh, that's cool. You got to float.
It's pretty good. It's pretty amazing how it's pretty close, how they're able to chromate it out.
All right. Give people about another 5 minutes to join in, and then we'll go around. Everybody will introduce themselves, and then I'll turn it over to Megan to sort of walk people through the game. We are still looking for players, so if you're interested in actually participating and playing, send us a message in the chat on the Zoom call. Using the chat button at the bottom. If you move your mouse over the screen, you see the little chat bubble. Click on there and just put a message in there. Megan, you need their email address, I'm guessing?
I can DM inside Zoom for it, because all I'll do is share the link. And if we don't have a ton of people signed up, we can just share this screen. There's only 8 people in here, so like worst case scenario, all 8 people play. Am I the only woman here?
Yep. It's just strange since last time. It was the other way around. We had very few guys last time.
Jillian, is that her name? The one that was like really talkative, and the show and tell one we had.
Mm-hmm. Now it could be because of the fact that we're competing. This night, I'm not sure everybody knows.
Are you saying women are competitive? Just kidding.
That GoDaddy is hosting a mega meetup for a lot of the West Coast meetups that haven't met recently online. It starts around 6:30. So like I said, if after here, if you want to jump over there, you can. But it's possible, like Joe Simpson, who's been coming to our past couple, he could just be going to the GoDaddy one since it's on the West Coast, online, and stuff. So we got a little competition in terms of meetup tonight.
Yeah, people can bounce around. It's all good. I won't take any offense if people leave and go to that one, because they're having 2 presenters too. They're having Allie Nimmons and Michelle Schulp.
We both spoke at WordCamp Kent this past year.
They're both really good speakers.
What's the GoDaddy meetup again?
It's a mega meetup. I'll grab the link and I'll post it in the chat.
Like a mega WordPress meetup, or?
Yeah, basically what they're doing is, from what I understand, there's been several meetups that haven't been able to meet recently. So they basically thought, instead of having all these little individual meetups, they'll just do one mega one and sort of join forces with a couple different meetups. And like Megan said, they have a couple speakers coming in to present.
We just weren't invited. Our group wasn't invited. I don't know why.
The link is in the Zoom chat. They still take you there and you have some different information about it. Like I said, basically, I think it was David Bissett, again, the guy I mentioned before, the guy behind WP Game Show. I think he's one of the hosts. Yeah, they have 158 people currently RSVP'd for it. And I'm noticing quite a couple of the people that have RSVP'd are people that have come to our meetup recently.
We're competing. We're competing while we're competing, actually. So we are competing in our game, and then we're also competing with them.
So
it's all good.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of how it is, though, right now with quarantine. Everything's going online, so
they ran into
meetups become digital, and
yeah, especially at the beginning, the WordCamps and meetups were running into that a lot. Like, because WordCamps too, like they're supposed to be locally focused, so everyone had on the schedule to like be doing their local one. So that was a little bit interesting. We had like over 1,000 people, and they were like not local, obviously, but it was cool because a big still was local for that.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, speaking of WordCamps, next year's WordCamp is actually going to be WordCamp Northeast Ohio. It's going to be basically now WordCamp Central is taking applications for regional WordCamps. So because our meetup basically sort of covers the Northeast Ohio region, it will be WordCamp Northeast Ohio once it gets approved. But because it's a regional, it will be online next year. We're looking at May 2021. Once I get more details, I will pass along the information. But in that vein, on the next month's meetup, we're actually going to be doing that meeting. It's going to be all about organizing WordCamps. That's going to be a call for organizers. So if you're interested in getting involved in organizing a WordCamp, please feel to join us. For those not familiar, WordCamps are sort of like meetups, but on a larger scale. They're normally 1 to 2 days with basically sessions on all volunteer-based. The organizers are volunteers, speakers, and volunteers. They all run the camp, and it's like always a fun time, especially the local ones, because they sort of once you start to go every year, they sort of become like a family reunion, because each WordCamp has its own sort of feel.
Cool. My little WordCamp.
Well, mine's back there, see? But basically, and then basically in terms of scale, there's also they call the national WordCamps. WordCamp US is the one in the US. Unfortunately, that got canceled this year. Megan was on the organizer team for that one. Those are basically where you sort of see the larger crowds, larger speakers. Also, that's where Matt Mullenweg does the State of the Word presentation that he does every year. So you get to see a lot of like developers you hear about or seen like in the videos and tutorials and stuff. They normally are there and also presenting, so it's really kind of cool. On the international side, there's WordCamp Europe. It's basically sort of the Europe counterpart to the US. They did theirs this past year, actually this year, online. They actually had a 3-day camp online and a huge turnout. I think that, and then that is what happened about a week or 2 weeks right after WordCamp Kent. So and there's videos. If you go to WordPress.tv, of all these WordCamps. So if you ever want to see past presentations and sort of see what it looks like, what it's about, feel free to pop on there and you can see videos. So do you
WordCamp
think
Asia is a thing too.
well, that's right. WordCamp
They
Asia.
canceled this year though. They didn't go online. Also, WordPress Accessibility Day, a 24-hour type event, is coming up in 2 weeks. If anyone's interested in that, it's all going to be accessibility focused. I think they're still looking for volunteers. I just got an email from Joe Simpson, who did the Santa Clarita meetup, and he is the volunteer wrangler. So if you're interested, it'll be interesting because it'll be, I think, the first time we've ever done a 24-hour event. So that should be pretty cool.
You say a 24-hour?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love hackathons.
Yeah, it should be cool because the goal was, like, as we were talking in the US organizing team, we were talking about the issue with doing things that are like location based, or like they're like general WordPress, but they're spread over a couple days and they're like long days. Conference style doesn't make sense for online. So we wanted to like reevaluate that whole concept, which is why we ended up canceling US. And then they actually launched some like workshops at, I think it's learn.wordpress.org, which didn't previously exist and kind of came about as for like a different format for online. And the Accessibility Day is another example of like a total pivot from the way we've looked at events before and moving them online. So I think we'll probably see, the other one they were talking about was doing Computer Day for 24 hours. So I really hope that happens because that's the one that, like, oh man, it'd be hard to like not just stay up and like attend everything, but that's not really the point. They want it to be accessible to all like all locations and all time zones. So it's more about that.
Okay.
What's the
Well,
link? Oh, sorry for the
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
the accessibility one.
Let me,
I probably could just Google it too.
yeah, I mean that's all I'm gonna do. To be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah.
That's pretty cool because I've been involved with a nonprofit that does raises money for cerebral palsy research. So I feel like that would be actually really beneficial.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's cool because like not even every WordCamp has an accessibility talk, and I mean it's not like folded in core quite as deeply as it could be at this point. So I think starting with Accessibility Day for the 24-hour thing is really cool because they're probably going to get a lot more people going that wouldn't previously have like considered going to an accessibility thing.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Well, I think we're going to start going around and have everybody introduce themselves. So let everybody know who you are, what you do with WordPress, and what brought you here tonight. I'll start with Douglas, if you can. Go first. Introduce yourself.
I'm Doug. Actually, I'm in Tech Elevator right now in their Java bootcamp, and they posted a link for this tonight, and so that's why I'm here, and was curious about what it was, so that's what I'm here for.
Cool. Well, welcome. Actually, Megan, in Tech Elevator where you looked at as a possible spot for a WordCamp. I think that's one of the locations.
They have a cool location. I went to a meetup there that was pretty cool. The way they have the rooms laid out and the presentation like area.
All right, Marlon, you're up next. Marlon, you're muted. If you move, there you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a scientist at Case Western, and I'm developing an online school in WordPress, which isn't coming along all that well, but that's what I'm doing.
Well, thank you. Welcome back. Mike, you're up next.
My name is Mike Stratton. I'm the founder and developer of my company, Sunny Tree Software. So a small portion of what we do is WordPress developments. On a larger scale, we do custom application developments, all LAMP-based, LAMP stack, full stack development.
Cool. Welcome. Dan?
I'm Dan Strobel. I do a lot of mostly marketing and media work, but I have some WordPress experience. Want to get more. I'm looking for employment now, but so I'm trying to build up all the skills I can. So this is my first time with this meetup, but I've been at other ones. So really just trying to get all the experience and interaction I can.
Cool. Welcome. Yeah, basically this meetup basically meets once a month. We cover a wide range of topics. We normally let everybody know what the topic is, hopefully about a couple weeks ahead of time, assuming that I'm keeping up to date. David, you're up next.
Hey, I'm Dave Andrzejewski. I do not do this professionally. I'm a Java developer professionally. I actually work with Todd, but I do host a bunch of WordPress stuff for various volunteer groups that I'm in and some nonprofits in the area. I have a multi-site install that's about, I don't know, 15 or so active sites. So this is my first time here. Looking forward to some fun. Although I am very tempted to skip out at 6:30 for that other one.
Please feel free.
Don't worry, I would if I could. Just
So
kidding.
don't take any offense if I'm just gone.
No.
randomly.
No, yeah, this is open door, just like at a WordCamp. Like I don't know how many. It's an unconference, so you can walk in, walk out. No one's gonna be offended. Recordings are usually provided for things anyways. So, and this is just a social night tonight, so no pressure.
Gotcha. Cool. Thank you.
Speaking, Todd, you're up next.
Hey, it's my second time here. I'm just a WordPress hobbyist and just trying to learn more.
Cool. Welcome. Julie?
Hi, my name is Julie Sweeney, and I am relatively new to WordPress. I don't have any live sites yet. I'm just kind of playing around with it on my own, but I'd join this.
Cool. Welcome. Well, basically, I'll introduce myself, and then I'll turn it over to Megan to introduce herself and then the game. I'm Dave Bertoli. I am the co-organizer for this meetup. Like I mentioned before, we meet up once every month, normally the first Tuesday or Wednesday. Sometimes the date does shift because it depends on the topic and getting speakers. I'm a WordPress developer. I've been doing it for the last 8+ years. I work with Megan at KHM Travel Group. If you ever have any questions or need any help, please feel free to reach out. So I'll now turn it over to Megan. She'll be able to let everybody know what we're playing and introduce herself.
Yeah. So basically, I do the same as David. I am also the organizer of this meetup. I started back in like 2015 or so, sometime around 2015, one of the surrounding years. So yeah, I've been involved in this group, and we run the Kent WordCamp, which you already mentioned, and I was on the US team this year, but it didn't happen, so it's like I never was on the team. So there's that. Yeah, I work at KHM Travel Group and pretty active in the community. So yeah. And then the game that I have for today, I have a couple games available, and I've done a couple different checkbox games over this summer, and some work a little better than others. So I'll suggest away from some of the ones that are a little more difficult to do online, like the murder mystery one. I don't know if people have done that, but the murder mystery one's really difficult to do with a screen recording. So I'm gonna just say, like, let's just not do that one. But basically we have Quiplash, which is little like prompts where you kind of answer. Most of it's going to be tongue-in-cheek, fun answers. Hopefully nothing like too crazy, or like, like maybe don't start off with your darkest humor. Dark humor is fine, but like let's ease into it a little bit. And yeah, so you get these little prompts and you just answer them, and then people get to like vote on their favorite out of the prompts. So I have that, and I did a themed version, which is both WordPress and Northeast Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio-based types of prompts. And then we also have Drawful, which I was really excited to play at some point. I don't have to play it if people don't like drawing though, because it's like hard, especially if you have trackpad. Sorry, that just distracted me. But yeah, so we have a couple options. We could play regular Quiplash, theme one. We could play the Drawful, which is basically, it's like Pictionary, but with like a comedy edge to it, where like people draw, like people get a bunch of prompts to draw something, and instead of the person like guessing, people will guess, and you vote for the best guess. So your answer might be different than like what you were actually drawing. Like the winner might be someone who pointed out that the things that people drew looked more like something else, if that makes sense. So, yeah. And you join from your phone, by the way. So I think you can join on your computer too, but typically people join on their phone. Is everyone down to play?
Good with anything, so.
Cool.
I'm guessing I have
Sounds
to
like
turn
fun.
turn over to you, right, Megan? In terms of presenting.
As long as I can share screen.
Sorry, let me interrupt. Dark humor.
Dark humor? You're coming at it like from the start with the dark humor.
Megan, I made you the host, so you should be able to share your screen now.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, and then I just have to change my audio mix, and I have to make sure you guys can hear my audio, because it'll read the questions out loud too. God, that is kind of loud. I don't know if it's loud for everyone. It's a little bit loud for me though. Okay. So the instructions are here. Let me turn it down a little more. Is the audio good for other people?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is everyone in?
Are you supposed to do something to join this?
Yeah, if you visit jackbox.tv, and then it'll give you an option to put your name and an option to put the room code in. Oh, we have perfect amount of spots too. I was just about to start reading too.
I think we lost Marlon.
Well, you can join in and vote. We can wait another minute or so. David, what do you think?
Yeah, probably just get started and then you can always join in or.
Yeah. You can join in and vote too. You can join in next time. Alright, Okay, so everyone's gonna get a prompt, and there's gonna be a timer. I don't know how long it is. I think I'm able to customize it, but I honestly didn't know how to do it, so I'm gonna customize it.
Maggie, you
This
may
is
want to
Quick
turn
Flash.
down the
My name is
music
Jimmy, and
Okay.
a
all
little
the
bit.
information I'm legally required to provide. You know, it's not too often I see a group like this, thankfully.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Here is round one. 2 prompts will appear on your device, which you can answer in any clever or not clever way you want. Everyone will choose between your answer and someone else's and decide who wins. You'll score points based on the percentage of people who prefer your answer. Have at it.
Audio mixing.
All right, let's have a look. Number 1 on the list.
Oh, okay.
Coming up next. It's voting time. Next in the hopper. Put in your votes. Next. Ready, set, vote.
Cats made me laugh harder though, to be honest.
And next is... And vote. Your next prompt is vote on your devices. Moving on. Vote away. That's all for round one. Here's the scoreboard.
Sure, it's not rigged.
Time for round 2, where everything is worth 2 times as much as that silly round 1.
I did terrible on that one.
Let's see what we got. Starting us off. Okay, pick your favorite and vote.
I need people to explain this one. You got a safety cue on it? I don't understand.
Well, if you don't know, you can ask them to give you a safe answer. If you get half points, if
I was
someone
like, I
chooses
don't
it.
understand this at all.
I had no clue what to put. I just put whatever.
It's been years since anybody asked me if they could see my WP.
Next in line. Get to voting.
Only one of us is getting distracted by squirrels.
Sorry, Todd.
And
Solid animal choices, though.
vote now. Next on the list. Time to vote.
I like the one I didn't put. I thought this was better.
Moving on. Ready, set, vote. Up next, vote on your devices.
Wow, I didn't think that was any good.
Everyone else can tell it when I'm outside of the Cleveland area, and I still don't think I have it. I don't even live near Cleveland. I'm in Stowe. I mean,
You don't eat enough pierogies, I guess.
yeah.
Round 3 has arrived. The last lash. You're all going to answer the same prompt, so pull out all the stops. Come up with the phrase this acronym stands for.
Oh my god, 5 seconds.
I don't know.
Just put pill.
That's really difficult.
I hate the acronym ones.
All right, we're ready.
That
In the
was a
final
tough
round,
one.
you can give out 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 bronze medal to your top 3 quips. Make them count.
I didn't know we were going to bring up JavaScript in this meeting.
I like Kiss, the band, but I think Push It Loudly sounds like when they can't come up with any other band name or song titles. I don't mind them. That's just what it sounds like. When they got like walkers and they're just like, Push It Loudly.
Okay, who's taking home some medals? First, the bronze. Bring out the silver. And gold. Let's melt those medals down for points. We're done. Let's see the final scores.
Yeah, you had that really solid round, that middle round.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Steve.
I feel like I got the top answer. Yes.
Nice. Now I'm scared of Jeff. I was like, who are you just trying to get my vote on that one?
I just didn't know what to put, so I just put something. Originally, I was gonna say home of Megan, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you'd only get 1 vote. Me. And stuff. Okay. Do we want to do another of the themed one? I think like all in all I had maybe 25 or so custom ones, so I didn't keep track to know how many we got through of them, but we could do another of the custom, or we could do a regular unthemed one.
Well, we should let Lori join in if she wants to join in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, here, I'll make it so we can pull new people in. We'll get a new code. I'm gonna try to load in first so that I can pick the theme. Yeah, I wanted to see if I could do a better view for this, for the video too, because I want to see more of people. No, it's the same amount of people. Let me see if I can get like everyone's name. I guess not.
There we go.
Oh well, we'll just toggle back and forth.
Lori says she's stopping and can't stay too long, so maybe.
Okay.
Oh, she's joining.
Yeah, I don't have my the Zoom message, so thanks. I can't see that. So do we want to do the same theme or try no theme?
I don't care. Whatever you guys
I
want.
mean, you said you spent some time on this, so may as well use them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're fun.
I think, okay, yeah, we're still in the same one. Cool.
Hey, I'm Schmitty, and I completely forgot what I'm doing here. Oh, Quiplash, right, Quiplash. Oh, this is going to be one for the books. I can feel it. This is round 1. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go! Almost out of time. Use the safety quit button if you have to. Okay, I hope you all made me proud. First up. Okay, everybody pick your favorite.
Precious. My heart.
I don't know what to do here.
Too many choices.
Great minds think alike.
Next prompt. Okay, vote.
Again, great minds.
Yeah, kudos on that one. Way to tie it in with the Browns, like for
Next
real.
on deck. Get to voting. Okay, next one. Vote now.
Nice.
Next in line. Vote away.
Oh, I clicked my screen, but I didn't vote on what I wanted to vote on, but that's fine.
I would absolutely go to the Pierogi Hall of Fame.
Oh, for real. I have pierogies. I have frozen pierogies in my freezer. I know it's not like homemade or
Coming
anything,
up
but
next.
it's still so good.
Good enough.
Well, that
Not so
pierogi
Pulaski's,
lady we
but
had
good
at
enough.
Work Camp Kent was
Oh.
fantastic.
Oh, yeah, that was so good.
Does the knuckle sandwich come to you from the computer when you use the
So, from the computer at
On a safety cue. That's a good one.
Up next. And vote.
So that's fighting words.
That's it. Let's see the scores for round 1.
Jeez. Look at that lead.
The power of David.
Double the points now.
Ahead, and that means all points are doubled. Let's see what we're working with. Starting things off. Okay, select your...
I believe the correct answer is heart.
One based upon the answer more than this is a feeling.
I went
Next
for the
one.
feeling.
Put in your votes.
Drew Carey? Or Guy Fieri?
Moving on. Ready, set, vote. And next, a good name for a roller derby team composed of nuns.
I did not write that prompt.
Vote away. Next prompt. Something you might overhear in a completely full clown car. Okay, vote. Next on the list, a great pickup line to use on the person cleaning up the spill you caused in the grocery store. Get to voting.
That's all you do. You just walk up to her and just say Detroit.
Like I'm picturing it happening in real life, and that's what makes it so funny.
There you go. I gave you that one time.
Yeah, that was safety question.
Good.
Is the worst thing to wake up and find sitting on your chest. It's voting time.
And I guess if I had to pick,
That's all for round 2. Light up that scoreboard. And now round 3, the last lash. This time you'll all be answering the same prompt. Follow these word lash instructions.
I just messed up the screen. I was looking for the mute because I have to cough. Oh, God. Why is that in here?
Let's see what you've wrought. Choose who gets a medal now. All right, let's see where those medals went. Bronze. Show me the silver. And finally, gold. Now let's turn those medals into points.
Some good work on that one.
That's the end. Let's see the final scoreboard.
nice.
There's luck.
It took me a minute to think of something that wasn't filthy. I'm pretty new here. I don't want to make a bad impression on you
I
guys.
don't understand why that was even in the like generic, because that pulled from the like third round pulls from the generic. I don't really understand how that's in there, but
It works.
yeah, it was pretty good results for it too.
Jack in the box. I mean, Jack box has always been a little, you know.
They have a clean version, right? Like it is clean.
Yeah, it's just always been a little off. I remember in middle
It's like
yeah,
it's like
middle-
Simpsons clean.
Yeah, right. In middle
Like-
school, kids playing it like in the gifted class, and you know, it's like wasn't ever like G. So it's all good.
Hi. Do we want to do another Quiplash or do a I think what are the other games? I think the other games are like I could probably just look at them. There's the drawing one, and then I've got, like I said, the trivia. Oops, my bad. That's not what I meant to do. I'm gonna go back to the main menu. Yeah, the trivia one's hard. I don't know what the t-shirt one is. Or the espionage. Oh. Wait. Data mining.
Oh gosh.
I don't
They're already
know.
gonna be after us with WordPress meetup, and then we do the data mining.
If you do the data one, yeah.
Oh, we had a one about TikTok.
Oh, the faking it is also hard on that one's hard to do remote. Because that one is like about like people's facial reactions and like lying and stuff. That one's the most hard to do online. I don't know what this is. Slogans and pictures. Who's drawing all these things? Jeez.
I mean, the murder party might not be bad.
We could try it. It is hard. I played it twice with Amanda. I played it once with Amanda and Sarah, and I played it another time with my D&D group, and it was very hard. Like the controls are just confusing, but we can play it. Trivia is fun, and I have the drawing one, which is like separate. I have to open it separate.
You draw on a piece of paper?
I think it's on the screen.
Okay.
Like you can also draw on a piece of paper, but I don't know if you'll get any points. Yeah. So David voted for trivia murder party. Do we have any other votes?
No vote for me. I'm open to whatever you guys want.
David, you're gonna end up being the sole decider.
Okay.
The trivia or the drawing would be cool with me. Either
Okay.
one.
That way, if it's terrible, we know who to blame. See?
Yeah. I'm fine blaming you. This will be my third time trying this game, and I don't know, maybe I'll be really good at it because I've tried it so many times. Do you just want me to hit the same players, or do we want to all have to join in again?
You can just hit same players.
Yeah.
That works.
Oh.
I just logged out, so I don't know. Can I log back in?
Yeah, here, let me just switch it to... Oh.
I had to use
switched
the
it
code to get in.
Yeah. You might have to refresh your page, because mine was like still in the old one. Okay. And I think whoever joined first, which was probably Dave A. Yeah, because you have the
crap,
VIP.
that's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, you have one extra button to press. I
Right.
don't know if you need to relinquish your control, but you
Well, how
have
about
one
this?
extra
Why
button.
don't I bounce out of it, and that'll probably just screw everybody up, and then I'll come back
You only
in.
have to click the start game button.
Oh, that's it?
It
Crap, I
shouldn't be too
bounced out
bad.
of it.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Oh man, I screwed it up. Jack in Box. Jack in the Box. What was it? Jackinbox.tv?
Jackbox.
Jackbox.tv.
Yeah.
There it is. All right. I have the ability to skip this if you guys tell me to.
I think it's set in the mood. Such a cute animal.
Wake up! Come on, wake up! Welcome to Trivia Night, a gauntlet of pain and judgment. But it's also so fun. Let's all take a moment and try to remember it's fun. I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the minigame, I'll kill you. But don't worry, Ghost can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. Don't forget, you can still join the audience at any time. But enough of me jawing on, let's get to the game. Okay, first question. Guy Fawkes was involved in a 1605 plot to assassinate which English ruler? Use your device to answer the question. And the correct answer is... Who got the question right?
Oh, we're all dead.
The rest...
I definitely didn't guess the answer to that question.
Welcome to the
I know who Guy
Killing
Fawkes was. I just had no clue who the ruler was.
I'm going to ask you a question. Answer very carefully. What's the best dessert? Type an answer on your device and press send when you're finished. Now everyone gets to vote. Pick which of these answers you hate the most. Whoever wrote the answer with the most votes dies. Don't be shy. Pick an answer for punishment. The votes are in. Oh, you wrote this hot garbage. And boo, you're a ghost. But keep playing, and I promise you can still win. Never underestimate a ghost, son. Here's everybody's scores. It's a good way to compare yourself to others and maybe start to feel bad about yourself. Let's try another one. Which cartoon character has a five-fingered hand?
I think I got it wrong.
Who said this one?
Nobody.
Everyone.
Oh my
Come
gosh.
with me.
We all panicked.
Hello, Guten Tag. Welcome back to the killing floor. We're going to play Chalices. I've given all the safe players a bit of poison to use. Pick a chalice to put your poison in. Now it's your turn to play. Pick a chalice to drink from. These chalices are all pretty sweet. Good to the last drop, if you know what I mean. Now let's see what everyone drank.
Oh, come on.
It'll all be over soon.
You can still win as a ghost, though.
Surgeon General's warning. Poison kills you. Let's see how the scores look now. Here's another one. I want to warn you in advance that this next question might be a little too dreamy to handle. What does Justin Bieber have tattooed in the middle of his chest?
I'm judging if I get this one right.
Does anyone actually know this one?
This.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everybody put that again.
I just swear I saw it on a poster at the store. That's all.
Well, apparently everyone
It's
knew
time
but
to use
me,
your
so
words.
I know you're
Just saw
all
the longest word
Bieber
you could
fans.
before time.
I got the Bieber fever.
Yeah.
Miss Burroughs wrote some of his stories, but I guess that's not really
I
important.
guess a
right
bird,
now.
because that's like the most
Everybody
hipster
else will be
tattoo I
playing
could
along
think
too.
of.
And if
I
any
was
of
like,
them spell a
he'd
longer
have
word
that.
than you will be punished.
Oh no.
Spell words now. The letters don't have to touch each other, and remember to press submit when you're done. I'm so excited to see what you come up with. Ooh, let's see what you did there. Bad spelling is unacceptable. Let's see if
There
anyone
was
beat
even a no
you.
in there. I just didn't click it.
Uh-oh, someone did better than you.
Dang it.
You think you know who your friends are, and then they viciously attack you in a
And why do
trivia
the ghosts
game.
have bones?
I've got more questions for you.
Which professional tennis player is left-handed?
I have no clue.
Who said this one?
Oh my gosh.
The rest of you who are still alive, let's go someplace fun. You're in luck. There's a big pile of cash in here. Here's how this is going to work. If no one takes the money, no one dies.
Game theory.
But if you do take the money, I'll kill everyone who didn't. There's one catch. If you all take the money, then you all die.
This is a classic.
Don't be shy. Talk it out. Enough talking. I want to see some action. Let's see who was a jerk.
I had a technical difficulty here.
Oh, great. Everyone practice restraint, so you all get to live.
Well, hey, that's not how game theory typically goes, so it was a good thing you had a technical difficulty.
To relax, let the tensions of the game drift away, and just reconnect with who we are as people. What I'm trying to say is, enjoy this time. Alright, next question. Dictator Muammar Gaddafi's compound included a scrapbook that contained a bunch of pictures of whom? And the correct answer is this.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
You're in
Good thing I'm already dead.
Let's do a little memory test. Memorize the pattern.
Oh, God.
Well, I'm done.
Quick, take a screenshot.
Yeah, I know.
Done. From left to right. What was the order of the
Oh,
weapons?
gosh.
Feel the pattern of my knife.
Ah.
How badly did I blow this?
I screwed it up.
Not even close.
I was looking at colors.
Yeah, me too.
Steak.
And the colors weren't even matched up. Oh my gosh. Jeez.
Next question. Let's mix things up a little bit with a picture question. We gotta keep this game moving, by the way. I'm running late for my shift at the soup kitchen. I know, I don't seem the type, but I like to give back to society in both positive and negative ways. Also, it's just good for me to get out of this place from time to time. You know, get some fresh air. Before you get all, oh, isn't that nice? He works in a soup kitchen. Just know that some of you are going into that soup. Anyway, how many mammals were in that photo? And the correct answer is this. Everyone is wrong. I have a surprise for you.
There's a dog in the lab.
There it is.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
Uh-oh, this is a mess. There's blood all over this art. Eat your heart out, Jackson Pollock. Memorize the pattern of blood.
I should have died earlier.
Okay, you've had long enough. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. The person who is furthest from the pattern will die. Stop second guessing your pattern and send it in. Here's that art again, and here's what you did. Look at it this way. At least you have proof now that you're the weakling.
Sorry, Julie.
It's all right.
The whittling down to just one player has finally come to fruition.
Julie's in the
Let's do
lead,
this.
though.
Yeah,
Glad
she
to
has
see
more
you made
money.
it here alive. But can you escape with your body?
Probably
I'm going
not.
to give you a category. Apples. Tap on each answer that fits, and press submit. Let's see the right answers. You move forward one space for every correct answer. You're getting real close to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you. Anytime today, kiddo. That just wasn't challenging enough. Here comes the next question. The 7 habits of highly effective people. Can you stay out of the shadows? Robert De Niro films. A ghost is right on your tail. Watch out. Where's pants?
There's no choice for nobody on Zoom.
Here's another one. Goosebumps books. Time is up. Kill your friend and come back to life. It's the only way. Hercules' labors. Here's another one. Letters in the Greek alphabet. Who will win? It all rides on this. Salads that contain hard-boiled eggs.
Do I look like somebody that eats salads?
You killed your friend! Better get away
Oh my
fast.
gosh.
7 wonders of the ancient world. Decisions.
I lost.
Another life swap. Let the darkness consume you. Sharks.
Oh, he just got out.
Oh.
they do. Nice. That was really close.
Plundered lead.
That was quite intense, yeah. Lots of things going on there.
Yeah, it's like if you ever play it and have lag, it's really, really hard to play. Small vocabulary. Rough. Do you want to play another? Play a different game?
I'm fine either way. It's up to everybody else.
Hey, the party's
You're right. That's definitely a lot harder than Quiplash.
Yeah. A little bit more intense. It's a little more competitive though, which is fun, but I did really poorly.
What's kind of hard on that last section when you also get in the lead, you only have 2 choices.
Yeah. Well, like I like that it isn't just trivia. It like does the memory stuff and like those things to redeem yourself. So it's kind of cool. Different than like a standard trivia night.
I'm in his basement, cold and afraid. We're a deadly trivia game.
Or we can just talk about WordPress. We can do anything with this time. This is our meetup. This is your meetup.
Games are fun. I'm enjoying this.
Nice. Okay. Want to do another trivia?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
If it'll let me click it, that would be...
I think I have to click it.
Oh, yeah. All that responsibility. Too much.
A lot of pressure for my first time here.
This is like Deja Vu. This is the second time I found a perfectly good Funyun in my couch cushion. Oh, and you're back. Great. Let's go.
Oh, God, Funyuns.
Okay now, first question. If you order an ahi roll at a sushi restaurant, what are you getting?
Oh, my gosh.
I have no clue.
And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? The rest of you, I want to show you something. Welcome to the killing floor. I want to play a dice game. I'll go first. 11. Now I need an assistant. You'll do. In order to live, should they roll higher or lower? You can make it as hard or as easy as you want. We'll see how this goes. Roll lower than me or you die.
A high stakes dice game.
Did you forget how dice work? Roll. The house always wins.
The chances were pretty good, too.
Here's how everyone's doing so far, but also know that who you are as a person is just as important. Alright, next question. Whose real name is Stephen Morris? Who picked this one? Everyone is wrong. Let's go someplace fun. Welcome back to the killing floor. Aw, hell, son. It's math time. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. The person who does the worst dies. Let's get this math party started. How do you feel like you're doing? Good? Get your last math in now. It'll all be over soon. I know, math is evil, even for
That
me.
was stressful. Especially when you hear all the dings and you're like, ooh,
Let's take a
people
peek
are
at those
moving.
scores. Who's feeling the pressure?
And this guy's talking shit to you the whole time.
Yeah, really does
Number
something to
one.
your ego.
What's something not taxed in the Beatles song Taxman? Who said this one?
The ghost got it.
Game. It's time for some finger cutting. This one's a little ooky. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Chop chop. It puts the finger in the basket.
What?
Let's try this again. I've
Our
noticed
fingers
that
are
most
in the
evil
dark
guys
web.
in books are doctors. You don't hear too many villains with just a master's degree. What's up with that, writers? What's on the island of Dr. Moreau? Time's running out. Who picked this one? I have a surprise for you. Nothing says, yep, you're probably going to die, than taking a spin at the loser wheel. Nobody keeps the loser wheel with. Spin, my lovely. Spin. Hard to beat those odds, and you didn't.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was very violent.
How about this? Which NHL team did Wayne Gretzky coach from 2005 to 2009? Time's running out. Who said this?
Wouldn't let me pick that answer.
Oh, because it had a finger there?
Prepare for
Yeah.
your punishment.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me in the last round.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I got blowed up.
There's a pile of money on the floor. That's weird. That's fun, right? Money. Just a huge pile of it lying there on the dirty floor. Take as much money as you want, but take the most money or the least money, and you'll be sorry. Let's stuff those pockets. Ugh, I hate it when people let the timer run out to the end. Let's see just how greedy you little monsters are. Uh-oh. The most greedy and least greedy must be punished. To be honest, I'm gonna steal all the money back at the end of the game anyway. Oh good, we're just down to one. It wasn't easy making it here alive, and it won't be easy to escape with your body. Here's your first category. Ben and Jerry's flavors. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Time is almost up. Let's see the right answers. A space for every right answer.
My Ben Cherries.
Boy Scout ranks. Anytime today, kiddo. Here's another one. Shades of Purple.
Maroon is not purple. Maroon is red.
Beware of the darkness. Parts of the brain. Uh-oh, that ghost is gonna get ya. The Jungle Book animals.
This has me questioning a lot of my life choices.
What? Who's Ernest?
Who's Ernest? You know who Ernest
Don't
is?
judge me. No.
Check on Netflix after this is
Yes.
done. They're terrible movies that you'll love.
What a crazy game, am I right?
I think used to not smart to start a business. Oh, I can't. I never do.
I always get this wrong.
I never remember this.
You're supposed to do the knuckle thing where you like count the knuckles and
Yeah.
the spaces.
I'm just
I know
guessing.
that. I just still don't do it right.
Or the rhyme.
Yeah. I got it.
Oh, he stole it back. I have no clue.
Do not remember biology in middle school.
Hey, kiddo.
Oh,
Oh,
Julie,
Julie came
that
from
was
back.
you just swooped in there.
Nicely done.
Does that mean
With the
non-pine trees? I think maybe.
I ever have a tree question, I'm coming to you.
I think it means non-pine, right? Now that I think about it. Oh,
Hands back in the lead.
oh man. Ooh, lucky.
Oh, Dan's gonna win again.
Oh. I was so close with that tree question. You went so far in that, everyone else stayed.
Multiple choice. That's how.
I got last again.
Overtaken by smarter player.
Nice. All right.
Now this would be a fun place to work, Jackbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
Sure,
I agree.
They've got a bunch of different games because they sell them in these packs. It's like really smart from the financial side because they bundle them like only particular ones together, and then like they'll sell another version that has like the customizable games like separate, and you have to like purchase it separate. Yeah, I think David, you buy some of them too.
Player games.
I was going to.
More than two.
I think most of them are more than two. Actually, I would venture to say all of them are, because a lot of them are like pick your favorite of these things. So it's like not feasible to do with two. I've played some of them with 3 people and they're still like semi-fun. It's just It's always better with like a bigger group. Yeah, looks like they're all. Oh, the Guespionage says it's 2 to 8. Oh, apparently the trivia one can just be played with one person. It probably just puts NPCs in. 3 to 8. Yeah, it was like $25 for the pack or something. They're not too expensive.
You can also go buy the individual games too. Some of them they basically are. I think Quiplash has a couple ones that are like standalone versions too.
Yeah, the Drawful I had to buy separate, and that one was like $13 on Steam. I'm deferring to you. What do you want to do?
I don't know. It's up to everyone else. Do you guys want to play the Drawful game one round, or do you just want to call it? Basically, normally our meetups run about 2 hours, and we're about an hour and a half in. It's really up to the crowd or the group.
I'm having fun. It's okay.
I think I can pencil you guys in for one more.
Yeah.
Okay. One of these or the drawing one?
Try the drawing one. We haven't tried it yet.
Because you know that I wanted to play it.
You only mentioned this. I still can't believe you don't know who Ernest is.
I doesn't ring any bells for me.
Wow. I'm sure once you see his picture, you know who he is. I'm sure.
I mean, like, honestly, when I was looking at those names, all I could think of is the Toad and Frog books. Because it sounded like Toad and Frog. Okay. Too loud. Why is this so loud? We're here to watch me mix my audio for an hour. Oh, that was so loud. And I don't have full screen apparently, so. I didn't make a custom one. The things I thought of were a Buckeye and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And then I was like, those are all the shapes that I know about.
Get in on the VIP.
Yeah.
I guess I was the first one in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's Ernest.
Yeah, no, it still is not.
The actual actor's name is Jim Varney, but he did a lot of movies like Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Goes to Jail, Halloween. He was.
Yeah, some quality like lame '90s humor in those movies.
He did the voice of
80s.
Slinky Dog in Toy Story too. Yeah.
Oh, is everyone ready?
Really just
Hello!
I think I hit the right button.
Nice and abstract.
Ooh la la, we're gonna play some Drawful. With 6 people in the mix, we'll do 2 rounds. Everybody cool with that? Don't care. I'm gonna get this thing started. All right, if you look at your devices right now, you should see a secret prompt just for you. Things that are kind of weird, like Pimento Loaf or The Mentalist. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send. You'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, go! Do it! I got your drawings. Some of them are a total mess. I love it. Let's see the first piece of art. Now, use your device to type in whatever the heck the prompt for this drawing could be.
Oh, someone else already put that?
And here are your choices. One of them is the real title. Okay, who picked what?
No way. Ding, ding. No, sir. Ding. Oh. Ding, ding.
That'll be in an art museum someday.
And now, this one. Type in a convincing title now.
Oh.
Okay, here are your choices.
That one's so
Alexander's
detailed.
chicken fingers.
Choose something.
Megan, because I'm the VIPs, is that why I get the 2 award bonus like?
And here are your picks.
No, everyone gets to put it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hello!
Ding, ding. Not it. Ding, ding.
I was like, someone wrote this.
Very
Every time I was like, this is just a person. Oh my gosh.
Let's take a look at our next drawing.
Oh.
And here are your choices.
Hello!
Oh.
And here are your picks.
Ding, ding, ding. Sorry. Ding.
Hello!
No. Ding.
Type in a title now. here are your choices.
Oh!
And here are your picks.
Next. Ding. Wrong. Ding. 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 Cha-ching.
Next up,
Oh!
and here are your choices.
Oh!
Let's see what people picked.
No! Ding. Ding. Sorry. Ding. Ding.
I don't know how I was supposed to convert one color, especially.
Sweet. Ding.
Let's take a look at our next drawing.
Oh!
And here are your choices.
Oh!
And here are your picks.
No way. Ding. 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 Cha-ching.
Hey, let's do that drawing thing again. Prompts should be on your devices now. Oh, good. All of you got your drawings in on time. Let's see the first one. Up next. here are your choices.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Hello.
Okay, who picked what?
Not it. Ding. No, sir. Ding.
Hello.
Nuh-uh. Ding. Ding, ding.
It is what it is.
Hey.
Good drawing.
All right, let's do another one.
Hello.
Oh. 30. 25. 20.
Okay, here are your choices.
Hello.
Oh. 20.
And here are your picks.
Next. Ding, ding.
The color that you get really affects what.
Yeah, what?
Wow.
Ding, ding.
Okay, but
Ding.
color was worse than that one's favor.
Nice vacation spot.
Put in your titles now.
Hello.
20.
Quick, type in anything.
Oh.
And here are your choices.
Oh.
Hello.
And here are your picks.
Not it. Ding. Ding. Ding, ding.
Really conveyed the message.
Ding. Hey. Ding.
Enter your titles now.
Hello.
Oh. 20.
Come on, typing time is almost up. And here are your choices.
Hello.
25. 20.
Let's see what people picked.
Hello! Ga-ding! No, sir. Ga-ding, ga-ding. Sorry. Ga-ding. Ga-ding.
I think Megan just took the lead. Nope. Only out by
And now, this drawing.
Hello!
Here are your choices. Okay, who picked what?
No! Ga-ding, ga-ding. Wrong! Ga-ding. Oh! Ga-ding, ga-ding. Cha-ching. Speed! Ga-ding.
My magnum opus.
Okay, the next drawing.
Oh!
And here are your choices.
Oh!
And here are your picks.
No way! Ga-ding. Nuts! Ga-ding, ga-ding. Sorry. Ga-ding. Nuh-uh. Ga-ding.
I know, said, I mean,
I
that's
took
just
Chad
dead
Mohawk
on.
man.
Megan wins.
All right, I'm gonna have to jump off. I have a dog here that's getting antsy. It was nice meeting all of you. I'll see you next month.
Sounds good.
Yeah. We'll probably talk about WordPress a little next month.
Works for me.
Next month it's about organizing and WordCamps and yeah, WordPress.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Everyone else sticking around.
Well, I'm basically, I was gonna get off as well. So everybody else wants to stick around.
Yeah, we're almost at 2 hours. We're like 5 minutes shy. It's fun. I liked hosting games.
Well, definitely something we could do again in a few months. I mean, basically we're trying to find new ways or new ideas for our meetups. Instead of just having people come in and talking and doing tutorials.
Yeah, I would come back like bi-weekly or something for that.
Yeah, I love games, so I would totally play bi-weekly too. Yep.
We got to start a new meetup, WP game.
Yeah, we just play games. We just have WordPress in common. We just don't talk about it.
Alrighty then. Well, thank you everybody for coming. If you need anything, please feel free to put a comment on the meetup page. And like I said, next month's meetup is going to be about WordCamp organizing. Let me double check the date since I got that wrong last time.
Yeah, and if anyone's interested in like a particular role and you'd want to know like more about it, this would be the place to ask, since a lot of us have done multiple organizing roles.
Organizing roles, you mean with WordCamp?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
So the next meetup is set for October the 6th. It's a Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Thanks
thank
for
you all for
coming
coming. And then, thing is, someone actually doing. I click leave. Was that end the meeting? Or no, you're still the host.
I have the end button now.
Nice to meet
I
everyone.
have the power.
See you next time.
Yeah, nice
See
to
you next time, Mike, Dan, Julie, Todd.
You.
What about me?
Well, I see you all the time.
See you tomorrow. Wait,
no, see
I
you
won't.
Thursday. I don't work tomorrow. Haha.
Right.
All right. I'm making turn because we're recording this. Is it going? If you click end, is it going to download on my computer?
I don't know. Why don't I just switch it back to you just in case? Actually, no, I think it will when you leave because mine has record currently, like to start recording to my local.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna hit end and good luck. I hope it saves it.